Hi friends, greetings from Kingsley the Trainer. In this video we are going to help you in regards to Ielts reading task, true, false, not given. Come join with me. So we have a passage here and the heading of the passage is Sustainable School Travel Strategy. So whenever there is a heading, you need to understand from that what is that it wants to convey to the reader. So it talks about how to go to school with the strategy, at the same time not hitting the people in terms of global warming, something like that. So now we have to read the text and answer the questions from 1 to 6. So I'm going to read the passage for you. Over the last 20 years, the number of children being driven to school in England has doubled. National data suggests that 1 in 5 cars on the road at 8:50 a.m. is engaged in the school run. Children are subject to up to 3.9 times more pollution in a car than in standing in traffic than when walking or cycling to school. Reducing cars around schools make them safer places, and walking and cycling are better for health and the environment. It has been noted by teachers that children engaging in active travel arrive at school more alert and ready to learn. So moving on, I'm reading the second paragraph for you. The County Council has a strong commitment to supporting and promoting sustainable school travel. We collect data annually about how pupils get to school, and a report on the sustainable school travel strategy sets out in detail what we have achieved so far and what we intend to do in the future. Different parts of the County Council are working together to address actions identified in the strategy, and we are proud that we have been able to reduce the number of cars on the daily school run by an average of 1% in each of the last 3 years, which is equivalent to taking approximately 175 cars off the road annually despite an increase in pupil numbers. And moving on to the last paragraph of the passage, all schools have a school travel plan which sets out how the school and the council can collaborate to help reduce travel to school by car and encourage the use of public transport. Contact your school to find out what they are doing as part of the school travel plan to help you get your child to school in a sustainable, safe way. So now what we're going to do is analyze whether the statement agrees with the information and mark whether it's true or false or not given in the statement. If the statement contradicts the information, we are going to say it's false. If it agrees, it's true. And if there is absolutely no information about this anything on the text, then it's not given. So now let's analyze the questions. The first question: more children are injured when walking or cycling to school than when traveling by car. Now if you look at the statement, it says children are subject to up to 3.9 times more pollution in a car than in standing in traffic than when walking or cycling to school. So we can understand that children are injured when walking to school or cycling than when traveling by car, but the statement says that children are subjected to more pollution than standing. So there's absolutely no connectivity between the statement and the text. So the answer is not given for the first question. Now moving on to the second question. Children who are driven to school are more ready to learn than those who walk or cycle. Now the text says reducing cars around schools makes them safer places, and walking and cycling are better for health and the environment. So now looking at the question, children who are driven to school are more ready to learn, which means that those who go to school by cars are eager to learn than those who go by walk or bicycle. That is what the statement is saying. But the text is saying that reducing cars around them makes them safer, which means that traveling less by cars makes them safer, and walking and cycling are better. So which means it's contradict the statement. So the answer is false. Now moving on to question number 3. Every year the council gathers information about travel to schools. The text says that we collect data annually about how pupils get to school and a report on the sustainable school travel strategy. So now look at the statement. Every year the council gathers information about travel to schools, which means that the city council is gathering information about the students who are traveling to schools. And again, the statement is also saying they collect data annually, which means they are collecting data every year. Annually and every year are almost similar. So similar words are what you need to look out when you are trying to give a true or false or not given. So it is agreeing with the statement and therefore the answer is true. Moving on to question number 4. The council is disappointed with the small reduction in the number of cars taking children to school. And the text says, and we are proud that we have been able to reduce the number of cars on the daily school run. So the council is disappointed with the small reduction, which means they want a huge reduction. They are not happy with the small reduction. So the text says, we are proud that we have been able to reduce the number of cars on the daily school run. So the answer and the statement are contradicting. Therefore, the answer is false. And moving on to question number 5. The number of children in schools has risen in recent years. The text says, which is equivalent to taking approximately 175 cars off the road annually despite an increase in pupil numbers. So now the statement says the number of children in schools has risen in recent years. So again, we have to analyze that was despite an increase in pupil numbers. So that text and the statement is agreeing with each other, and therefore the answer is true. Hope you're all able to follow what I'm saying. So what you need to do is understand the text and the statement. If there is contradiction, you're going to put false. If it's agreeing, then it's true, and if there is no relevance at all, then you're going to say it's not given. Now the final question. Parents can get help with paying for the children to travel to school by public transport. So this is the statement. So the text says, contact your school to find out what they are doing as part of the school travel plan to help you get your child to school in a sustainable, safe way. So now the text and the statement are not in sync with each other in any way. So now again the answer is not given. So thanks for watching this video and listening to this video. I hope you will be doing your Ielts exam really well by understanding all these concepts in terms of true, false, not given, both for general and academic. And this is Kingsley the trainer signing off, and this is found in Emmanuel's Hub, my YouTube channel. Kindly subscribe so that you are really benefited to improve your reading, writing and speaking and listening skills. Have a great day. Thank you. Bye bye.